All music and images from Hades and Hades 2 are owned by Supergiant Games and Darren Korb. Please support the official release. Hello everyone, this is Griffin G-Dog, and welcome to a fun little video idea that I had. I have my resident music expert here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Fish, Dr. Fish, if you will.
With a PhD in fishery.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a PhD in fishery.
Yeah. All of that,
Yeah.
moving, swimming around and stuff. But I have a degree in music and audio production and all of that, so it's a pleasure to be on here,
I myself, I don't have the same music qualifications, but I sure do love playing music, and I also love listening to music. Especially recently, our kick has been Hades 2.
Oh yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to talk about all of the music in Hades 1 and 2, specifically the stuff with lyrics. So
This was not my idea.
No, this is my stupid idea. So you can blame me if this is mad dumb.
I mean, it is, but
Oh, incredibly dumb. Just like even before this, I'm like, oh, did I get everything? And you're like, no, there's all these. I'm like, no, just the ones with lyrics.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I was prepared for like the full breakdown.
No, just the lyrics. So our tiers here, because I don't think any of the music in either of these games is below B tier. So we're just starting
They
at
couldn't possibly go below B tier.
right. We're starting at B and heading up. I think
If we're thinking of these as letter grades, like an 80 seems like a really solid place to start for any of these tracks.
Right, 80 being the absolute lowest end for anything in either game. As far as lyrics go, I mean, I guess some of maybe some of the room music is just like not to someone's taste, but it's still just like musically well done.
Yeah, I mean, Darren Korb is an incredible composer, absolute genius top to bottom. I respect the hell out of him, so.
No, it's truly incredible. And also, I love that in a lot of these we get to hear his singing voice as well. So it's not like he's writing something and giving it to someone. It's like, all right, now do it. He's like, no, I'll do it. Fuck it, I'll do it myself,
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, the talent level that this guy has is absolutely incredible. Both on the, well, I guess I should say in every avenue, from the performance to the composition, arranging, over to the producing side as well. I mean, it's just top to bottom, thoroughly impressive.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get into these. So first up, I have "In the Blood" from Hades 1. "In the Blood." It is the ending credit sequence of Hades 1. Spoilers for anyone that hasn't finished Hades 1, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't finished Hades 1 at this point, what are you doing? This game's 5 years old at this point, maybe more. And also, why are you watching this video, I guess?
Yeah, go play Hades. If you haven't beat Hades 1 and you're watching this video, go play Hades 1.
But also, spoiler face is like super duper over at this point.
Right.
So,
right.
It's on you if you haven't finished it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, right off the bat, where do you think this lands as far as like how well it's created?
I mean, as far as compositionally, and I'll say the same thing for the end credits track of Hades 2. This feels much more than any other track on the playlist like movie music.
Mm-hmm.
And while video game music and movie music have very similar you know, people attribute a lot of very similar things between movies and video games, music included. The compositional like approach you have to take is very different, just because of the nature of video games, and that's a whole lesson for another time. But
See, now that super makes sense to me, because you think about movie music. I understand where there would be similarities where you're looking at movie music as, you know, something to keep your ears engaged, whereas like in a video game,
yeah,
during like general gameplay, yeah, you need something to keep your ears engaged. But it makes sense that this is like the front and center.
yes. Not only that, but with video game music specifically, you have to compose it in a way that is inherently uh I want to almost say more complete,
Mm-hmm.
just top to bottom than anything else. You can kind of get away with sloppy writing in movie music. There's all sorts of just kind of general film music writing things that famous composers do that effectively just fill space. Take like the high violin note from any Marvel movie, just the one high violin solo that is indicative of a suspenseful scene.
More than
Put it
just
over any
Marvel, it's
Marvel.
just
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yes. Not even just Marvel. That's just what a lot of people uh, bring up all the time.
Right.
But with video game music, you have to sort of compose it in a way that you can tear it apart and literally start and stop at any point, and it will still sort of make sense because gameplay is fluid. It's not, tied to a motion picture, which
Right.
is very specifically, cut up and time framed and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that reasoning is why I wanted to talk about the ones with just lyrics, because they don't fall into that as much. Like, they're
Right.
not being cut; they're just playing through. So they have to like make their proper impact, and also like, I guess they can't be too much that you are distracted from what you're doing. Like, several of these are boss fight music, so you have to not be like singing while you're fighting, otherwise you're gonna lose.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong, but
Yeah.
I'll sing while I fight them.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I will. Um, but that's also my own, like, I'll sing along to the parts of anything that doesn't have lyrics also,
Right.
because I just do that while I'm doing things.
Nah, I do too. Like I've been listening to these for the past few days, just getting them in my brain, and there's a couple of them that are more prevalent in my brain than others, so I'll be ranking those higher. But we've lost track a little bit. Let's get back to in the Blood.
I went on a pretty long tangent there. In the
No,
Blood,
it's important. It's a good thing to talk about.
yeah, my point being, it sounds like film music, and it's really well done.
Yeah.
The just the way that he pulls the themes from the rest of the game, kind of stacking them all on top of each other and weaving them in a just brilliant way. It's incredible. I think this one belongs solidly in double S tier.
Now, I was actually thinking single S.
I can make your case for single S.
So I think as a layman who is not as into music composition as you are, I think an important part of a good piece is how well your common person can bop to and sing with it. And one thing I will say about the music in Hades 1 specifically is a lot of the dual parts are hard for people to sing along with.
This is true. All right,
Like
I'll
Orpheus
cede that
specifically
point to you.
in specifically the next one we talk about. So let's not
Yeah.
get too far ahead of ourselves.
Mhm.
But In the Blood, I think, is decently singable. They're in unison for a lot of it. They don't tear apart from each other too much as far
Yeah.
as chords go.
This is true. Now, that brings up an interesting kind of question. Are we ranking them on singability, or are we ranking them on how good they are?
I think we're doing just a combined of everything. It's like how well they're written, how good they are, and is it a bop, you know? And In the Blood is
Yeah.
maybe just a
All
little
right.
bit slightly like In the Blood did bring me to tears at the end of Hades 1, but that was more just the emotion behind it. So that's an important aspect too. So maybe I would
Yeah,
concede that
like
it is double S because it literally made me cry.
right. That was kind of my reasoning for putting it so high up in the first place, is just because it's just so powerful in that point
Yeah.
of the game. It's like I can't say enough good things about In the Blood.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I don't know if there's anything bad to say about In the Blood. I just know that there's slightly better.
yeah, I'm in the same camp here.
All right. So I think we're agreeing on double S for In the Blood.
Yeah, I think that's a good place for it.
All right.
Like, very good. Not the absolute best we're gonna see, but still incredible.
So, like I was mentioning just a moment ago, as far as hard parts to sing along with is Good Riddance.
Oh, that one's a tough one.
Good Riddance is, especially as a guy trying to sing, I don't even know what the I don't know what like degree of separation Orpheus's part is from Eurydice. Like I didn't train my ear for that, but if I don't listen to Orpheus's part separate first, I cannot like sing along with it. I will just default to the more prominent melody of Eurydice.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little piece of it that's I guess the way that I'm going to describe it is people who are not, specifically classically trained in voice have a really hard time singing a third under a lead part.
Is it a third?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
For at least most of it.
Yeah, I knew it was like it's a consistent interval most of the time. I just wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's for Eurydice's part. She starts on the fifth.
Mhm.
If we're in C minor, which I think we are, she'll start on the G, which is the fifth of the chord,
Right.
and Orpheus will start on the E flat, which is the third.
Mhm.
Again, very difficult to just kind of pull that one out of the air because of a minor chord. Yes, it's the thing that gives the most quality, but it's the hardest one to it should be the least prominent by balance.
Right. And it sort of creates that, like, it is less prominent than Eurydice's part, but it's I feel like it's supposed to be like a 55-45 split.
Yeah. Like they are both supposed to exist in where they are. Range not a factor, of course.
Right. Range. Well, I think Darren Korb, who voices Orpheus for singing purposes, is basically in falsetto the entire time, right?
Yes. Yeah, and you can definitely hear it.
Yeah, that's what creates
full of falsetto.
That's what creates that haunting sound that I really like about Orpheus's voice.
Yeah. That and the fact that it's not the same person as who plays the speaking role of Orpheus.
Right. It creates such an
Contributes to the
interesting
really,
an interesting difference.
hollow feeling, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, hollow's a good way to put it because like I don't know, like singing in a falsetto that much, it's hard. It's not
Yes.
it's not like your normal speaking voice. It's so up in your head that it can be weird.
Yeah.
So I think I have to knock Good Riddance down just for basically not being singable for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that. And
However, I love Good Riddance to listen to.
yeah, that's the part of it for me. Like, I really want to put it in double S behind it in the blood, but like putting it in single S is fine.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like
we're talking about all very good.
Yeah,
here.
everything combined, I think Good Riddance is a step below in the blood.
Yeah, I think another part of why that is because of where it is in the game.
Right.
It just kind of plays sometimes when you go back to the House of Hades.
Right.
And you're, like fresh off of a run, you either won or lost doesn't really matter, and it's going to be playing. So,
And that's why the game exists with having both tracks in it, just Orpheus, just Eurydice, and then the two of them when they're together.
Yeah.
Orpheus's part by himself sounds weird. Well,
Because
it's the minor third, right?
Sort of, yeah. You can tell that the way it was written was Eurydice's lead part first, and
Right.
then Orpheus's part underneath that, because the intervallic content, I'll throw a little bit of fancy music jargon in there. The intervallic content of the vocal lines are not nearly as neat and sharp and step by step as Eurydice's.
Right. All right. I think that's a good spot for Good Riddance. Now, talking more about Orpheus's, or Darren Korb constantly singing in falsetto, we have Lament of Orpheus.
Another one that's
That is like I feel like I can sing in my falsetto relatively well, but some people sure can't.
Yeah, I can sing in my falsetto quite a bit. I got very used to it through high school and college, but just oh man, the clarity up there is so hard to do.
Yeah,
a lot of props to Darren here.
Yeah, Lament to Orpheus is definitely the most haunting track
Absolutely.
It's spooky. It's downright spooky.
Yeah,
especially like towards the end,
totally
where he hits that really long, really high falsetto note. It's just wow.
Yeah,
like it's painful, but it's supposed to be. Like the whole point of the song is how he messed up, after Eurydice died and he went to hell, or he went to Hades to retrieve her messed up. He turned around. Everyone knows the story, and this is his song about it.
The main reprieve of the whole thing is him singing in that incredibly high, haunting voice, "Don't look back."
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how basically the song ends, is "Don't look back" repeatedly, right?
Yeah, and in layman's terms, verses and choruses, it's the main lick of the chorus, "Don't look back." I like that within the game it is the accompaniment that Zagreus first learns to play the lute for.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
He learns that little pattern on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a cute little detail. But as far as the three that we've said so far, I think I'm okay putting this one in A.
I don't disagree. I'm only hesitant because, like, I I truly love this one, but who boy can I not hum along to it? Or at least like I generally can, but not everyone can. Like if I'm not like if it's early in the morning, I just woke up, I can't hum to this. My voice
Yeah,
isn't
I
ready
mean-
yet.
Yeah, obviously, don't damage your voice. Those of you at home, do not injure yourselves trying to sing this one.
No, it's a hard one. It's incredibly difficult, I imagine.
It's very difficult. I think we're in G minor for that one. High D is pretty far up there. Yeah, and it's even an octave above that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
So,
injure yourselves, people.
So yeah, I'll give you that one an A. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what? I agree with A because right at the end of the song, it is. I feel like it's such like an 11 out of 10 until the last 30 seconds where it is the same line repeated like 5 times, and I don't love that in music.
Yeah. There are a lot of composers who look at the sort of looped tag ending, as they might call it. Some composers think of it as kind of a cop-out.
Yeah. I guess me personally, not being a composer, I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I think there are use cases for it.
Right.
I think this is generally a pretty good use of it.
Hmm.
I hesitate to say anything bad about this music because it's all incredible, but yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the same camp of doing a tag ending's a little bit of a cop-out. Like,
Okay.
end your song.
Yeah, for sure. Last one in Hades 1 is Hymn to Zagreus.
Zagreus Onius, slayer of hydras, first of his name.
What do you think
Again,
of this one?
I love the story of this one. How,
I love the meta story to this one.
yeah.
The meta story to this one being, like, in ancient Greek myth, Zagreus is barely a deity. Zagreus is like the precursor to Dionysus, but in the game they make reference to that as like they're playing a prank on Orpheus, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I think it's very funny.
This might be the most boring though. This one.
Yeah, it's what we would call strophic, which is essentially the same verse repeated over and over and over with different words. It's more of a storytelling device, really, than
Right.
an interesting piece of music to listen to.
Yeah, I didn't have the words for it, but that was it. Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah. Strophic is very hard to pull off because it can be, exactly as I mentioned, incredibly boring and repetitive. There are a lot of those out there. It's just so hard to make them interesting to listen to outside of a context.
Yeah.
Especially with how hard it is to understand what he's singing.
Yeah, in this one more than others because he's trying to almost like it's something they do in musicals where it's like they're speak singing. It's like they're speaking in tone. He's trying to speak sing in falsetto.
Yeah.
And some of it ends up not coming through.
Yeah, and I mean there isn't much to do about that, you know?
Yeah.
I think solidly B for this one is totally fine.
Yeah, I'm
as
okay.
you mentioned, the most boring one by nature of its form, unfortunately for it, but
I mean, how do you think it ranks like composition wise?
It's
I mean,
terrific.
yeah.
You know, there's not much to say.
Yeah.
It serves its intended use, is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It's still good.
Yeah.
The melodic content is great. The harmonic content, you know, all of that stuff is still very good, very fitting, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just strophic at the end of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let's move on to Hades 2. We've got a lot more, like twice as many songs.
Yeah.
So we're going to lump together the music for going through Oceanus that lines up with the particular boss fight music that you get with the sirens, as that's going to make this shorter.
It'll make this shorter. It'll also...
And it paints a full...
I think...
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives the full scope of what the track actually is, especially with the layout of the rest of the tracks on the OST, being the first half is the, you know, standard area music, the second half is the boss fight version.
Right.
For these, they've split it up into the two pieces.
Yeah. So let's talk about Song of the Sirens leading into Coral Crown. Is this the first?
As your first introduction?
Yeah, I think this is the first
Yes,
one that
it
you
is.
hear.
Coral Crown is a really good track.
Yeah.
I just think it's brilliant, the whole concept of taking Scylla and making her this batshit insane punk rocker.
Yeah, having the sirens as a boss is so much fun.
Yeah, it adds a whole layer of... I don't know if you ever had to read the Odyssey for English class.
I did not.
I did. But I remember reading through that section of the Odyssey with Scylla and Charybdis kind of happening in the same spot, and it being sort of a fever pitch the whole time. Because, I mean, they're under the trance of Scylla, one of the most legendary sirens out there, right?
Right.
And Charybdis is, like, effectively right next door.
Mm-hmm.
And so this whole time they're all in a daze. Odysseus loses a couple of his guys to Scylla, and Charybdis tries to mash up their whole fleet, and it's very... It adds a whole other element to this otherwise kind of washy section of that book,
Mm-hmm.
you know? It adds a very real element of character to those you know, to everything in that area.
Yeah.
So
as far as it lands musically, I don't want to say... Oh. As far as it lands musically, I don't want to say it's my least favorite of the main ones that you hear. But I think I prefer the others.
see, I think I prefer this one over the next one that we're gonna do.
Okay. So maybe we talk about them together in that case, and we can compare and contrast.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So I'm gonna Claw Out Your Eyes / Song of the Deep.
The main problem that I have with "I'm gonna claw out your eyes and drown you to death" is the bridge section that starts at just after 2 minutes of where she starts just effectively listing out all the different ways you're gonna die. For me, I think it's a little bit. It takes me a little bit out of the moment to like be singing along with it.
See, I love that part. I think that one's a lot of fun.
Like, it is a lot of fun. It seems almost too unserious, though, to me.
Well, I mean, how serious is it supposed to be?
From our perspective, like,
I guess
obviously it is a joke.
I guess from Melonui's perspective, it's supposed to be kind of serious, but she also doesn't take the sirens seriously.
Well, the thing is, the sirens take the sirens seriously.
Right. Okay. So I see what you mean.
For them to be, like, writing something as sort of silly as that.
But, see, that, I guess it's personal bias, because that hits into more, like, my enjoyment of music. Like, it feels like a sick flow.
I mean,
you know?
Sure. That's, yeah. I don't really have anything to say about that. I mean, that's your own taste.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bash that.
Right. So I'm just wondering, how do we rank, like, so okay, we have to look outside of where each of us prefer one and think about it. It's like, okay, like I had said earlier, which one is easier to sing along with? I think Coral Crown might be a little bit easier to sing along with because of that little bridge. Like, that is not one you can really
I would agree with that.
Sing along with without seeing the lyrics written in front of you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I did figure out the lyrics after a while, because I would, listen to it in the car on the way to work and stuff, so I wouldn't have the lyrics in front of me, but...
Right.
It's not easy to figure out the lyrics, especially to that section.
That's fair. See, I guess
I think there's a lot of incredibly funny, like, meta jokes that happen in that section. I won't discount that. Like them listing some of the things that Zagreus could catch in the last game as his fishing encounters.
Yes.
I think is very, very funny.
Yeah. See, I think I love that bridge section so much. I think Coral Crown is a little bit more of a... I don't know if I want to call it rock. I guess we can call these rock pieces, kind of.
Yeah, they're
Coral Crown feels like,
again,
okay,
I kind of
write a rock song.
I kind of described Skillet in the very beginning as this, like, punk rock character,
Yeah.
And that becomes increasingly apparent in the Extreme Measures version, which,
right.
That one we will spoiler, but the Coral Crown is very, very faithful to, like, a mid-90s punk era. Like, that's how all of that music was, in a sense.
I agree with you, and just to me that feels more generic than anything.
I mean, say what you will about it.
Maybe we put them in the same tier.
Yeah,
they're very close.
I was gonna say they probably deserve to go on the same tier anyway, and I don't know that. In that case, we're gonna have to say, like, these tiers are probably not ordered.
Right. So where do we think that lands? Are these on the same tier as In the Blood? I'm not sure they are.
No,
Are
I don't
they on
think
the
they
same tier as Good Riddance? I think maybe they are.
are. Yeah,
I think
I
we
think-
can maybe place these in S.
I think in general, both of these are. I know we just said we're not ranking within the tiers, but both of these are either high A or low S,
Right.
like right in the middle, you know?
I think we can put them in S
Yeah,
tier.
putting them in S is fine. So that's Song of the Sirens and Coral Crown, and I'm gonna claw Out Your Eyes and Drown You to Death, and Song of the Deep is the one that goes with that.
Yes.
Capital O's, wow.
I'm bad at typing. And for some reason persisting throughout my life as a tick is I will capitalize letters when I'm typing. It's weird.
Interesting.
Yep. It's either like I'm holding it for too long because my finger says hold it longer, or I just like I'll just capitalize things like B's. Like even when I'm writing, actually, I'll just capitalize B's for some reason.
Huh.
Like in the
That's
middle of a
kinda funny.
sentence, not in the middle of a word, but at the start of a word, in the middle of a sentence, I'll just capitalize B's sometimes.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a weird little quirk that I got. Anyway, let's talk about Song of the Isles and Rock in a Hard Place.
Sails up, onward go, gliding free. You can do or you don't. Now we've got you in our tentacles. Too late, there's no going back, and we're not taking any prisoners.
This one is a lot closer to my speed. It's a little bit heavier, and I love it.
Yeah, no, I'm very much about this one. I think of all of the 4 Skillet and the Sirens tracks, I think this one's the best one.
I agree with you. I agree entirely. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
it's
would
very
say
much.
I think the only thing I put against it is I think the lyrics are the weakest.
That's fair. I haven't taken a close look at the lyrics. Let me.
Yeah, I think Coral Crown and I'm Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes are a little bit more creative with the lyrics, where Rock in a Hard Place just feels less creative. I don't know. I don't know how to put it into better words.
Yeah, I mean, the lyrics are very reminiscent of, again, punk.
It's like it's punky, but it also feels like they took literally the saying between a rock and a hard place and just turned that turn of phrase into lyrics
Yeah,
sometimes. But I think
it does.
the overall composition of it, I think, is a tier above the other Sirens songs.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Compositionally, this one's really, really intricate.
And I love the idea that were someone to cover this, they have to cover the Charybdis part, where they just go.
Yeah.
Which is a
That's,
lot of fun. So, like, I would love to do that. if we
That's a great
covered
piece
it.
of that. I love it. Hilarious. Yeah,
That's just
no,
that's fun.
the really tight threefold harmony here is just it adds such an intricate dynamic to this piece. I think it's very needed after the first two.
Yeah.
Because if they had put in a third same taste, like sort of upbeat rock, like punk rock piece, it would have gotten very stale very quickly. but adding the harmony and, you know, the extra, shall we say, screamo part. Not really, but
Not really, but also kind of.
also kind of.
I think the vocal performance is also better in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I could belt tentacles the way that she belts tentacles, you know?
That's valid. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that may even be a thing of the first two were immediately available in the early access, and they just had more time to do more
true.
songs.
True.
And as such, had more time to really nail down the final character of this character.
Yeah.
But this feels the most like scribbling in my notepad, like just absolutely insane things about my hatred for a specific person, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So I think I want to put this as at least equal with In the Blood.
yeah, I definitely would put it in double S.
Yeah.
By far the best. Skillet and the Sirens.
Yeah. And instead of jumping around, let's go straight into that last
Rockin' an hard place, please.
Rockin' a Nard, please. Let's jump right into the last Skill and the Siren songs, which is Song of the Pearls leading into Bewitching Eyes.
Below the surface, treasures that gleam calling you down to the floor below. Sweet love potion, I just can't resist, and I know you got me under spell.
Now, I have not heard this one in game yet, but I listened to it, and how did I describe it? It sounds like the outro to an 80s movie. It is so not the same vibe as everything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's very. You're totally right on the 80s piece of it. The organ at the very beginning is like straight out of the 80s. All of the mixing top to bottom is. I get a lot of like Aerosmith Dream On
Yeah.
from the beginning of it, especially the
Yep.
like vamp pattern that happens. I think my favorite part of this, truthfully though, is the little like in-game lore dump that you get about this one of Millennium saying like, "Oh hey, like is this song about me?" Talking about two different color eyes and all that stuff, and Skill's like, "What? No, Jetty wrote that one." You get a little
Jetty.
bit of that in I'm Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes too. Talk about her hair and her dress and
Yeah.
how it looks like it's from the garbage.
Yes.
But now a second song specifically about one supposedly unnamed person.
Yep.
Very, very funny to me.
Could be anyone.
Really could be anyone. I think this one does go above Coral Crown Claw Your Eyes, though.
Really?
That's where I would put it.
I think it was just so jarringly different that I maybe did not have the best impression of it. But I also haven't heard it in context, which is probably a big factor.
It might be. This is,
I guess lyrically
as
it was
you-
the most interesting.
as you mentioned before, this is 80s style. I almost want to call it theatric rock.
Yeah, okay.
Where it's sort of like you're putting on a Broadway performance as you're doing the song.
Mm-hmm.
I love that kind of music. That's probably why I'm putting it so high. I can definitely see it being, especially since all three of the rest of them are very upbeat. It's
like being upbeat is not necessarily the answer to it being better, which is a fair thing to say.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if I'd call In the Blood upbeat, but it's impactful. This doesn't. I don't know if this felt as impactful when listening to it. It was very nice.
Yeah. It's. I know what you're trying to say here. Yeah.
See, I was leaning towards putting it lower.
Interesting.
But I can be persuaded to at least put it equal with Coral Crown, and Cloud Your Eyes. Like it's hard to compare two pieces of music from different genres.
I'm just that's a piece of this. The whole list is like this, but especially with these, it's just so hard to compare them. I like personally, Coral Crown, Claw Your Eyes, and Bewitching Eyes are all relatively in the same area for me.
Okay.
It's a really day to day which one's my favorite of the three of them. You know, Rockin' a Hard Place notwithstanding. So if you want to put it in the top of A, I know we talked about how Coral Crown and Claw Out Your Eyes are sort of on that borderline as well.
Okay.
So it's a good like span the gap type thing.
Yeah. Did I cut that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure I spelled it right. Alright, yeah. I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now into the not boss music of Hades 2. We have a few more tracks. I guess let's start with Moonlight Guide Us, which is a duet between Artemis and Melonui.
Moonlight guide you home tonight in shadow all alone.
And oh my god, I love it.
It's
Now, these next three all use the same motifs, but
yes,
applied differently. God, Moonlight Guide Us is so beautiful.
Yeah, it captures the. There's an interview out there somewhere that Darren Korb says that Hades 2 is very much more like Halloween-y. This, I think, perfectly encapsulates it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, God, what's her name? Is it Ashley Barrett or something?
Yes. Ashley Barrett is
such a
the lead singer
powerful
on all
alto.
of these.
Just such a powerful alto. With Artemis's voice in this.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
We'll see that more later. I love the dynamic between a really low alto and a really high tenor.
Yeah.
That being Colin Ryan as Apollo. Just incredible.
We'll get there in a minute.
Yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
I know. Moonlight Guide Us. So it's the duet between a low alto and I guess a regular soprano.
Yeah. I just from what I hear of what's her name? Judy Ellis Lee. Just what I hear of her voice sounds in the mezzo soprano, true soprano like area. I don't know how high her range is. That's really what determines a soprano.
Sure.
But the stunning clarity of it is very, very. It's just incredible to listen to. Both of them, really.
Now, I gotta say this because I said it with Good Riddance. Is trying to sing either part, you can find yourself being dominated by one. Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know the interval.
So this is another. It's the same thing, except Judy Ellis Lee here is playing the quote-unquote lower part, but up an octave, so it turns into a sixth, which is even more like hollow and haunting than a third is, because the third is at least compact.
Explain that one more time.
So, with Good Riddance, you have Eurydice on the main line, and Orpheus generally a third under that.
Now the main line revolving around the fifth of a key.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the main line around the fifth, as you said.
Okay.
Orpheus's accompanying line is on the third, which is intended to be the sort of harmonic accompaniment to really anything.
And lower.
Yes, and
Okay.
lower. Not that much lower. Obviously,
Well,
they're in the
yes.
same octave.
Oh,
but
so okay. So
still
what you're
a little bit lower.
yes. So what you're saying with Moonlight Guide Us is that
With
Artemis's
Judy Ellis
part-
Lee's voice, it's
So
the same Orpheus style part, a third lower, except her voice has to do it an octave above.
yes. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Yeah. And you what? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And that creates the interval of a sixth, which, if you think about a major or a minor chord, 1, 3, 5, it doesn't seem like there's a place for a sixth unless you go from like 3 up to 1
Okay.
in the octave above, and a sixth is generally very unstable as far as intervals go. So it sounds it'll be the hardest to follow along with.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that it's very musically complex, but I think with I don't want to say Good Riddance, it's a detriment to it, but I feel like that difference is not as big of an impact with Moonlight Guide Us.
Yeah, no, you're right to say that too, because a third and a fifth are much more harmonically stable, as I sort of mentioned earlier, than a third and the octave above first. You can hear that in the whole piece here is made out of the like unstable quote unquote intervals. The accompaniment at the very beginning being, I think that's a C and an F, which is a fourth. The low strings are droning on the low F, which is the tonic, but the sort of hollow bells that you hear over top of that is C and then F. The C being lower, which is not the tonic, which creates a further imbalance to it. You see how like it's every single piece of this is combining to make just a very, very hollow, like super. I guess the right word is like mysterious, you know? All of this lends to that kind of atmosphere. From the accompaniment through the leads and all of that.
So I think just because of perhaps its over complexity, I want to put it in double S instead of triple S.
Yeah,
I don't know if you agree
I
with
was gonna
that.
say definitely put it in double S.
Yeah.
Like, I want to put it at the top of double S. Again, I know these aren't ordered.
We can try to order them real quick.
Yeah, do like,
I'm okay with that top of S.
yeah, top of double S for that one.
Yeah, top of double S. Oh, no.
You said double S and then type double S.
I did. That is what happened. So Moonlight Goddess in the blood. Is Rock in a Hard Place better than In the Blood?
They're so different.
I know. Let's leave it like that.
Yeah, I think all of this is good as it is.
Yeah, we'll just leave it like this.
Yeah,
All right.
this is fine.
I like that for Moonlight Goddess.
Yeah.
All right, now let's look at the other half of Artemis, Apollo. So when you get to Olympus, you hear in the distance a beautiful lyre melody, and then you hear Faded Glory playing.
The sun shall rise and dawn will break, our fated glory ours to take, though perils come to test our will, our noble home is standing still.
Oh my God, it hits so
Beautiful Colin
hard.
Ryan's voice. I love it.
Oh, it hit me right in the heart when I heard it the first time. Just wow, that is like you nailed. Like I think more than any other piece, it's like, okay, this is the god of music. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I am hearing the god of music sing
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when you got there the first time, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's a god, huh?
it's like no, I'm listening to the god of music sing right now.
Hmm.
Yep,
It's
Yeah.
believable.
it is.
Colin Ryan does an absolutely phenomenal job. I think the like compositionally, or rather arrangement wise, the fact that it's just the stringed instrument and the voice, and it's still as powerful as it is,
Yeah,
just adds a whole other dynamic to it. It would almost feel,
it would be too busy if there was anything else.
I don't even want to say too busy. I like, yes, you're correct. I almost want to say it would feel insincere if it were more fully orchestrated than this.
Like,
I mean, think about the story that's happening around this is, they're all shut off from the rest of the world, sheltered in Olympus because they're being attacked by Typhon, right?
yeah, you've slain Typhon, and you get to ascend to Olympus and meet your extended family. And Apollo greets you by singing this.
Yeah.
And, I'm glad that it's him, because the first god you meet in the game is Apollo.
In the game is Apollo. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I think this one is my first triple S.
Not spoiling what's to come or anything, but I would say my first of the triple S's as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's so simple, and like it's very singable until like there's like one particular part it's just like right out of range for belting, But
I mean, it's not if you're a tenor.
it's not if you're a true tenor.
I could do it.
Yeah, I could warm up to it. I think
Yeah,
I'd have to be standing and not like crouched in my car trying to sing it while driving, and I could warm up to it.
Yeah.
I don't have the expanded range of someone who like actually sang.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, this is so good.
Yeah.
It is so, so, so good.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Reading through
And
some of
I-
the comments on this video are very funny.
On Faded Glory.
Yeah.
What are we hearing? Or what are we saying?
Colin Wren's also the voice actor for a pretty popular Final Fantasy XIV character.
Okay.
And everyone's like, please, we need this character singing the song like right now. Please.
I guess our last song, we kind of spoiled it already, where we're putting it. But let's talk about Time Belongs to Us.
Time moves past the fates designs alive at last. What came before has come and gone. The moment's yet to come.
Time Belongs to Us is sort of the combination of Moonlight Guide Us and Faded Glory, where you are hearing the extremely powerful tenor of Apollo and the extremely powerful alto of Artemis singing a duet
Yeah.
for the end credits of Hades 2.
Yeah.
And wow.
And
I think just first off, where I'd mentioned with the dual parts before, I don't think there's an issue with this one at all. Like they're distinct enough. I guess it's probably like they're in different octaves, kind of. Or at least they feel separate enough that you can actually follow both. At least I think so.
they're not in separate octaves. They're in the same register.
Mhm.
It's just a difference of Apollo's high belting chest voice versus Artemis's very low, like very rich tone. You don't get the tones confused as much as you would say Orpheus and Eurydice, or even in a sense Melinoe and Artemis, because there are spots where, like, if you're not trained, you might confuse who's who for a while.
Yeah, there's no confusing these two.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Orpheus to Eurydice, where Orpheus is singing in such a falsetto to match the soprano Eurydice, or I don't even know if soprano, but match the higher notes of Eurydice. They can become mixed. And maybe it has to do with also like the composition of, like, at the beginning there is Apollo starts, and then eventually Artemis joins in, and then in the next stanza, I guess, Artemis leads, then Apollo joins in. So you can hear both of their parts, at least for a moment, separate, making it easier to follow whichever one you want to follow. And they take the motif of Moonlight Guide Us and Faded Glory, which I didn't realize they sounded the same until I heard Time Belongs to Us combine them, basically.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about the first 20 or so seconds of Time Belongs to Us also, because of all the most beautiful cinematic moments of music to ever happen in a video game, this is it. This is the one, fellas.
Yeah.
The strings, the writing of the strings, the flutes, the harp, all of it is just perfectly cinema.
I guess we've been sort of neglecting the actual like instrumentation of each of these because they've been far less complex.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, Faded Glory is singer and guitar. That's it.
Well, yeah.
Well, whatever.
Not-
It's not a guitar, but like
yeah,
whatever
I don't
it is.
recall the exact instrument. It's the same Turkish string instrument that gets used in Hades
Right.
1 and 2.
Right.
As the
And then,
center
like,
piece of it all.
All of the Siren songs, it's like that's just like a 4-part rock band.
Yeah.
Lament of Orpheus, Hymn to Zagreus is just, Guy and Lyre or whatever.
Yeah.
In the Blood gets a little bit more because it's also an ending credits song. So in the same
Yep.
way, Time Belongs
As I
to Us
mentioned,
gets
like-
full orchestration.
Yes. Very much so. But Time Belonged to Us, in the same vein, also gets the, rock rhythm section that In the Blood did.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Which I think is an excellent callback to In the Blood. I think the whole thing of it is just top to bottom absolutely incredible,
Yeah.
There are certain chords and passages of the specifics of the strings in that first 20 or so seconds that I was talking about. There are certain kind of chords and things that are known to people who really study film music and who write for film know as like movie chords. Like they're all in there,
Yeah.
And I just it's so good.
Yeah.
I'm not coming up with the right words for it right now, but they're all incredible.
So what's the interval between these two and this one? Because maybe is it a nicer one than a third or sixth?
No, this one's a third again.
It's a third again? Okay.
Yeah. But again, a third's a lot more stable than a sixth is, which is the inverted third. Harder to find because it's wider apart, all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just, it's so good. And again, the ending credits of a Hades game bringing me to tears.
Yeah,
At
no,
least
me too.
at least a couple.
Like I got the little like welling up,
Yeah, same. It's like and a single tear flowed down his cheek
Yeah.
as he completed a masterpiece of a game.
Yeah. Damn.
Right.
It's kind of unfortunate that Silk Song and Expedition 33 also came out the same year because I think this really had a shot.
I don't think they got a shot now.
Yeah, this one had a shot literally any other year.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the music could compare to Hades too. Like it's, I mean, yet again, like Hades came out whenever I would talk about it with people. It's like, oh, is it good? And then I would say, oh, Hades is probably the only game that I would say is truly a 10 out of 10. And then Hades 2, I'm like, well, it's better in a lot of aspects.
It's
So I guess
better
it's
in a lot
also-
of ways.
So at the very least, the music I've been describing, Hades is a 10 out of 10, Hades 2 is a 10.5 out of 10.
Yeah. That one's a little bit more controversial, I think, just because of the nature of the overall styles
Yeah, fair
that
enough.
are going on between Hades 1 and Hades 2.
Yeah.
Hades 1 obviously being more like traditional like metal and rock versus Hades 2 being very much like Mediterranean prog.
Yeah. Yeah, it is totally just someone like a different vibe. It's like I like a traditional metal and rock is usually more my speed than a Mediterranean prog, but I don't know.
Yeah. There's been a lot more of that recently in video games as well. I want to shout out my other favorite composer, Chris Christodoulou, and Risk of
Yeah.
Rain 2.
Oh,
the
God. Yeah.
Seekers of the Storm. That one was a full Mediterranean prog album, top
Yeah,
to
kinda.
bottom.
Yeah, I guess it is a little bit similar. I mean, it's hard to exactly correlate them because that's like so electro music as opposed to,
Yeah. No, it's
you know,
true.
instruments.
I mean, prog is very wide
Yeah.
as far as genres go.
Yeah.
Such is the nature of prog, being short for progressive, right?
Right, right.
Um,
I guess so.
It's just very. I'm very happy because this is a style of music that I love a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it's getting more inclusion, especially in the video game sphere, because it's just incredible music.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, truly. Like, there isn't a single track in either game that would be below B tier.
I would agree.
Yeah, I can't think of any. Is there anything on this list that you think we should change or move around? I like how this list ended.
No, I think this is it.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to us ramble about video game music.
My one true love, video game music. I'm not kidding.
No, I know you're not. I can't say the same. Girlfriend has appeared on channel.
Sucks to be you. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, oh it sucks. I got a girlfriend. I can't say music is the number one in my life. Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah. Alrighty.
it's
I don't know.
it's been fun.
Yeah. Thank you,
I
Dr. Fish,
appreciate
for your expertise when it
Yes.
comes to music.
my professional doctor opinion. Trust me, I definitely have a doctorate. Don't check.
We can find you at youtube.com/@drfish8605. I don't know. If anyone is watching at this point, do the like the video and subscribable thing.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. It'll make
Seriously, guys, it does help out a lot to the channel, so I'd really appreciate if you took a
Oh
moment.
God, no!
I know.
No,
I know.
This is for giggles.
I understand.
This is for the shittles and the giggles. Like, all right, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment. I'll try to respond. I appreciate any engagement, any views. You all have a wonderful day.